Welcome to Sport New Zealand's resource design process. In this video, find out how the Learning with Sport resource design process is used to establish quality classroom and place-based learning experiences. One of the first tasks in reinventing how sports engage with schools and kura is to frame the learning journey that club-based learning experiences will contribute toward. Learning with sport topics are best framed at the national level, then contextualised and operationalised locally by kahui ako, schools or kura, in partnership with the clubs at community level. Some key things to consider are: the Ministry of Education's Understand, Know, Do approach and learning progression structure should be the starting point for the design of all learning experiences in the topic. Place-based learning experiences need to enrich the learning experiences delivered in the classrooms and should be framed using Sport New Zealand's 3 approaches to developing quality experiences. Place-based learning experiences should give ākonga the opportunity to develop a tūranga waiwai, place to stand, to be a kaitiaki, a guardian, in their place, and as a result, experience whakapuāwai, flourish ever forward. Place-based learning experiences should incorporate aspects of play, sport, and active recreation and focus on participation for change. To start the process of designing quality place-based experiences, sports need to unpack the knowledge, understandings, and practices within the New Zealand curriculum that relate to the learning journey they are creating. Sports need to ensure that the classroom and place-based learning experiences connect with the relevant big ideas from the New Zealand curriculum. Sports need to base their learning journey within the rich contexts from the New Zealand curriculum that relate to these big ideas. Sports also need to include the practices from the New Zealand curriculum that will help ākonga bring rigour to their learning journey. And finally, sports need to ensure their experiences align to the intended progress outcomes for each phase of the learning targeted within their learning journey. We know from our value of sport research that participation in play, active recreation, and sport support well-being. We know that to reap the full benefits of physical activity, people need quality experiences that increase their confidence, competence, and motivation to value and choose active lifestyles. And we also know that if we use evidence, community input, and a holistic approach, then we are more likely to design better quality experiences for participants. That is why we have 3 approaches. The first is the Insights and Evaluation approach. It's important to use evidence, like big picture data, local knowledge, and the participant's voice to help you understand the people's and community's needs and improve decision-making. Next, the locally led approach. Involve people and communities in a meaningful way to work towards their goals, aspirations, and opportunities for positive change. The third approach, physical literacy. This focuses on understanding people's motivations, needs, and choices in how they participate in physical activity. It means considering, in a holistic way, how and why people might value and choose physically active lifestyles. Sports need to consider each of the 3 approaches when designing the quality place-based experiences that will enrich the classroom learning experiences in their learning journey. When you weave together the 3 approaches, then you are more likely to create quality place-based learning experiences that are rewarding, challenging, exciting, and self-confirming, that focus on building more than skills, and emphasise motivation, confidence, and the wider value of physical activity, that focus on ākonga taking ownership and responsibility for being active, and that impact positively on all the elements of ākonga well-being. We have developed a template to help sports frame the learning journey that place-based learning experiences will contribute toward. As curriculum design is not core business for national sporting organisations, the aim of the template is to simplify the process of describing the learning journey while ensuring it includes key elements that matter to schools and kura. There are 4 key areas for sports to summarise in the template. The first is the classroom learning experiences that ākonga will participate in. The second is the place-based learning experiences that ākonga will participate in. The third is the challenge for society that ākonga will address during their learning journey. And finally, the topic is given a name. The classroom learning experiences, combined with the place-based learning experiences, provide the means for ākonga to explore the big ideas and contexts that are drawn from the New Zealand curriculum and are associated with the topic. The use of inquiry, problem-solving and experimental processes to address challenges in context beyond the classroom, in combination with the practices from the New Zealand curriculum, brings rigour to the learning journey. And the focus on helping to solve challenges for society enables ākonga to use and apply their learning, so that their learning journey is purposeful and contextualised, and helps them understand the big ideas from the New Zealand curriculum. This understanding, when combined with the knowledge gained and the practices used during the learning journey, should support ākonga to experience the learning that our education system has determined cannot be left to chance. Now let's have a look at tā karo karo as an example of how the template is used to describe a Learning with Sport topic. At the heart of every Learning with Sport topic are 5 key things. Ākonga use tukanga or processes, combined with pūkenga or skills, to acquire mōhiotanga or knowledge, which they integrate with tohungatanga or competencies, to produce positive pūtanga or outcomes for their community. Each Learning with Sport topic combines the use of inquiry, problem-solving and experimental processes as tools for ākonga to use to acquire mōhiotanga or knowledge. These processes are consistent across all Learning with Sport topics, with ākonga being more sophisticated in their use as they move through the progression phases in the education system. Each Learning with Sport topic emphasises a set of pūkenga or skills that come from the sport which has created it. In tā karo karo, these skills come from rugby and focus on ways in which rugby clubs help to keep people active. Each Learning with Sport topic provides a summary of the learning experiences that ākonga will have during their learning journey. In the tā karo karo example, ākonga research participation in play, active recreation and sport in their class, community and Aotearoa New Zealand. They use the problem-solving process to design, trial and refine activities for their class. Then they run a series of experiments to investigate the impact of their activities. And finally, they organise a tā karo karo festival at a local club to share their research and activities with whānau. Each Learning with Sport topic relates learning to real authentic purposes, enables ākonga to take on real and meaningful roles, involves them in real contexts beyond the school, transfers learning across contexts, including school, community and beyond, integrates knowledge, attitudes and values, and fosters the development of learning dispositions, while focusing on a specific challenge faced by society, which in the tā karo karo example is the fact that as people in Aotearoa New Zealand get older, they get less active. And finally, all Learning with Sport topics aim to equip ākonga with the attitudes, knowledge, skills and competencies to help them contribute to their local community and become active for life.